to set up Velociraptor locally on my ARM machine here. I do not know if it's going to work. But here's my Debian machine, and I want to connect with SSH for convenience. So let's clear this and SSH in, SSH Debian at 172, or no, what is this one? Actually 192, 168, okay. 121, 128, okay. All right, so there's my Debian machine. So I'll remove the console, I don't need that. And I've got my Windows 11 machine here, which is still booting up. That's all right, I won't need it for a little while, because the first thing I have to do is put, oh, I think I might be hosed in the first place. Let's see if I have Velociraptor on here. I don't, well, I'm gonna try it, but I think the precompiled Velociraptor probably does not include ARM. I'm probably dead in the water, because my Debian is on ARM. But let's see. Here's Velociraptor on Linux. And so you find it here, and that's what I'm worried about. The release is probably, well, we'll see. This command here would install it. So let's just try doing the steps and see what happens. But I'm not very hopeful. Okay, here's the wget that will get the so-called Linux version, but that's AMD 64. That is not going to work, I think. And let's see if there's anything else. Release. Here we are, assets. Oh, AMD 64. No, nothing but AMD 64 and 386. There are no ARM versions. I think I'm dead in the water. Wait, there's ARM. Ooh, Darwin ARM, and that's for the Mac. Well, I could put it on my Mac. Ooh, and just ignore the Debian machine completely. Well, now that's interesting. Now, the other problem is anything after 0.61 I'd rather not use because they messed up the regular expressions to where I can't use them. Let's see if I've got Windows Darwin AMD 64. Oh, but that's for the Intel Mac, not for my ARM-based Mac. They got CentOS. I think I'm hosed. I think there is no version for ARM. I'd have to recompile it, and I think I'm not going to try that in this limited time. ARM 64 Darwin. Wait, that's what I have, right? I think I have Darwin ARM 64. Well, let's try, that's the SIG. Here it is. Let's try this one. So let me see if I can put it right on my Mac. That would be awesome. Get rid of this. Right now I'm on my Mac. Okay. Let's try getting this thing. ARM 64 Darwin. Copy link. Okay, let's make dir Velociraptor and go in there. All right, and wget it. Well, I'm getting it. Let's see if it's going to work. Chmod plus X. Everything. Now I should be able to run it. It ran. Well, this is awesome. Okay, I'm going to remove my, turn off my Linux virtual machine entirely. I'm not going to need it. We're going to put Velociraptor right on the Mac. That will be fun. All right, so now I've got it. So let's go back to the 371 instructions. The first thing I have to do is make the config, which is going to be config generate. Okay, so it's a slightly different version, but I don't care. I'd settle for any version right now. So I made Velociraptor config.yaml. Okay. Now I need my IP address, which on Linux is ifconfig. And it's EN0 is my wireless adapter, which is what I'm using. So I'm just going to put in EN0 to avoid having all that junk. So there's my IP address. And I need to edit that file and put in this IP address. So I'm going to copy it and nano the config. Okay, and now Control W, Control R, localhost with that. Yes, yes, and then Control W, Control R, 127.0.0.1 with that. There should be 3 of these, and there are. Okay, so that's put the right address in that file. Now, is there a /etc folder in the Mac? I think there is. Yes, I can use it. All right, I'll do that then. So I'll sudo move Velociraptor to the etc folder, the config file. All right, now I use a password. All right, now I want to run it with this stuff to make the administrator role. So, all right, and then a password for the administrator. Okay, and now I run it here to start the server. So that version of Velociraptor, and then that junk, and there it goes. Theoretically, it's running. Let's see how it looks. There's my URL. So I can just go here and open that URL, and this is good. And it's admin and a password. Well, that's a good start. So this is running directly on my Mac, which is pretty awesome. Now I need to create the agent and get my Windows machine in here. So let's give that a try. And now I just need the normal Windows client. This part will make sense. I do need to get the right Windows client. Now I've got version, let me open a new one here, and CD into Velociraptor, and then LS, okay, I got 0.62, so I guess I'll get that version of the Windows executable, which was, I closed it, I think, here. So I need the 0.62 Windows 64-bit version. Oh, this is 60. Oh, I think I can run 60. I think I can run Intel software on Windows. I've done it already, so I think it's okay. There won't be any Windows ARM version, but I don't think I need a Windows ARM version. So I think 0.62, I think the Windows 64-bit will work. So that is here. That's it. So I copy that. All right. And now, so W get that. All right. And now I can supposedly, let's see, where's my instructions? Looks like I closed them. All right, I bring back my instructions, 371. So the Velociraptor is running on my Mac happily, and here's how we make the Windows client. First I have to edit this file and put in the use self-signed SSL. All right, and so that's going to be below the nonce line. Insert this at the end of the certificate. Okay, so below the nonce line. Okay. All right, and I think it's good to indent things correctly in YAML, so I'll save that. All right, and now I prepare my Windows client installer with this jazz. All right, so it's run my version of Velociraptor, and then those commands, and then wget, I've already got the Windows client. Now I got to run it and repack exe, so I run the ARM version here, then config, repack. Then I need the Windows stuff, which is probably W. Maybe not. Maybe it's got a, well, I'm going to have to find out. Let's do LS. Right, it's 0262-1 Windows. Okay, good. So I start with the Linux or the Mac version, then I run config repack, then the Windows version, which is 1 Windows, okay. And now client config.yaml, that stuff, okay. There.
You don't need the exec.
What's that?
You don't need the exec.
Dot something?
Exec.
Exec? I didn't see an exec anywhere. Oh, you're right, I missed it. Okay, good. So, yep, repack.exe. Thank you. Good. All right. Ah, that did. Thank you. Good. And so now, I already have OpenSSH server on this thing, so I'm ready to put this on my Windows machine. Let's see if it's going to work. So here's my Windows machine. Whoa. Are you ready? Okay, good. All right, now I just need an SCP client on here, which I'll probably have to install, but that's all right. Let's see if I can get to the Mac. The Mac address, ifconfig, en0. Okay, there's the MAC address one on each. Let's see if I can copy. I don't know if I can copy and paste into that Windows machine. We're going to see. All right, see if I can ping that, because if I can't do that, I'm not going to get very far.
Is your window local?
Windows what?
Local?
Yes. Yeah, this is running on my machine locally. This is the ARM version of Windows 11. And I can't copy and paste apparently, but you can't have everything, so I put that in 172. 17, 24, 158. Okay, good. I can reach that machine. So now I just have to download stuff from that machine. So for that, I need a Windows SCP client, and there's a popular one available, WinSCP. You can probably do it with PowerShell these days. If I knew my PowerShell, I don't think you actually need a client to do SSH anymore, but I don't know how to do it in PowerShell, so I'll just use this. All right. That's it, I think. Yeah, good. We'll start shortly. Oh, there it does. Indeed, start shortly. All right. Let's install that. Good. Install for all users. Elevate. Sure, do whatever you have to do. Sure, see if I care. All the default stuff is fine. Okay, and just launch it, but I don't need the instructions. All right, there we are. Now I need to connect. Good, we're all set to connect. So the host name is up here. Okay, 172, 17, 24, 158. Okay, and the username is Debian, and the password is Debian, and I log in. That's not good. Okay, what? Oh, the Mac is probably not running SSH. Oops. How do you run SSH on a Mac? Actually, is it just OpenSSH, or do you do something else? Let's get some instructions for a fairly recent version of the Mac. It's probably got something built in. How to enable SSH on the Mac. Open the terminal, run this command, check if SSH is enabled. All right, that's what I want. I mean, I might do brew install, but there's probably something already on here. Get rid of this garbage. Okay, get rid of this garbage. Yes, yes, yes. Open the terminal, set remote login. Well, okay, let's see if that works. I've never done this before. Sudo system setup, set remote login on. Okay, that could be it. Let's see if it works. Requires full disk access privileges. All right, so what do I have to do that? Okay, I have to turn on something, probably in system preferences. Okay, it's in sharing, allow full access for remote users. Okay, let's see if I can find that. Sharing, this is a logical place to put it. Okay, remote login, and allow full disk access for all users, probably is the thing to do. All right, let's see what that does. That might do it now. Okay, that should be listening. Let's see if I can connect from the other machine. That's a simple way to test it. Reconnect. Now the problem is I use Debian and Debian as the username and password, and this is not the right one, but that's good. So I can fix that. Continue to connect and complain about the username and password, because now I realize that's wrong. So cancel that, and let's change the username and password. Now, what is my username? Probably Sam Bound, huh? Looks like it is. Okay. All right. So if I put in the right password and see if this works. It worked. Okay. Now, where did I put that junk? Right in the root, I made a directory, I think, called Velociraptor. There it is. All right, so in here, I have the repackaged file. So I'll put it there. That's in the Documents folder. That's fine. Okay, so I'm done with this. And I don't need to save anything. Now I need to go into the Documents folder. Oh, I need an administrator command prompt. Okay, now I go into Documents and do a directory, and there it is. So it is repackaged Velociraptor service install. Okay, theoretically, Velociraptor will be picked up here, and I should have it open somewhere. There we go. All right, let's see. Show all. Well, look at that. Windows 10, it's really Windows 11, but you can't have everything. So now I've got, let's see if I can make anything work, like netstat. Netstat, launch, log, results. Well, okay, I'm in business. So I can run it on this Windows ARM, and I'm going to stop that recording. That's fun.